Hello everybody, my name is Jiminator and I want to talk about the upcoming game FarCry3. Because that game, in my opinion, is looking amazing. They've released a ton of content and all of it looks really good. Yeah, the first time I noticed FarCry3 was at E3 2011. Not that I was there, but of course I watched a ton of the trailers that came out, and they released a Step into Insanity trailer. It was, I believe. I don't know exactly, but it introduced the character Vaz, which was sort of a bad guy who threatened you. If you don't know it, just search for E3 2011 FarCry3, you'll find it. But yeah, that trailer really intrigued me because the character looked really cool. And also they showed a bunch of gameplay, and gameplay for a trailer that early is pretty cool, and it looked really nice with a cover system that isn't just like push button to stick to chest high wall, but so actually, like you see here, I'd actually be sort of holding my gun in a way that's realistic to those what are they? Air conditioning ducts or something? I know. But a sort of really dynamic cover system, which looks really cool. But yeah, they released a trailer and I was kind of intrigued. But yeah, I stopped following it for a while, and only recently I've been looking into it a bunch. And yeah, they've released a ton of stuff. First of all, their single player looks really good and really big. I mean, it's kind of like a Fallout type game, or yeah, sort of RPG with guns. Machinima actually called it like Skyrim with guns. It's I saw it on some posters somewhere. And yeah, you think, hey, isn't that Fallout? But this focuses a bit more on the gunplay instead of the RPG elements, well, which I personally like, because on Fallout I like to just run around, shoot things, loot them, etc. and just explore stuff. But it's also really cool that they've actually, the devs themselves have said that they want to create a world in which when you see a mountain, you can actually go there, because on recent games like even Call of Duty, I mean, there's mountains all over the place in this gameplay, but can you go there? No. But they've said themselves that they wanted a game in which you can actually do that, which I really like, because I really like to explore stuff. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I play games, exploration. So that's looking really cool, and they've also got a sort of really cool RPG element in which you've got these tribal tattoos which tell you your skills, and that's looking kind of fancy, but not really that groundbreaking. But what I've also got is 4-player co-op, which looks really good, and it's actually got a separate island and a separate story. So it's not just like, okay, you got a single player and there's some people, or some more people, but well, what you sometimes see, just random missions with random characters. But there's actually a storyline and a completely different island created for this, which looks really cool. Multiplayer looks kind of similar like Call of Duty, but what do you expect? I mean, every publisher these days has a bunch of stockholders which need their game to succeed, and what succeeds these days, Call of Duty, so make it like Call of Duty. Yeah, like you're gonna beat Call of Duty at their own game. No way. But they do have kind of cool elements, like this poisonous gas that actually confuses you, which if you're poisoned by it, you can't see who are enemies and who are friends. And this kind of reminds me, sometimes I watch, sometimes I watch a lot of videos from Sandy Ravaged, which is one of my favorite Call of Duty players. And often in the comments there's these people saying that the nuke isn't the highest kill streak in Call of Duty, it's Sandy Ravage. Sort of like Chuck Norris sort of joke, but with Sandy Ravage. But in that game, that could actually be the case. I mean, if Sandy Ravage would be poisoned and he wouldn't see who are enemies and who are friends, he would maybe he might start slaughtering his own team, which would be freaking hilarious to get. Yeah, I can just imagine that happening. One other thing, one of the big things I have noticed is they just released a trailer about the map editor that they've put in FarCry3. And at first, they announced it before, but at first I thought, okay, this will be something like Halo Forge, so you get a sort of empty basic map and you can place some object. But actually, that isn't the case. You can create islands all the way from scratch. You can elevate, is that the right word? Elevate? Well, you can create hills and valleys and waterfalls and rivers and everything. And they've got over 2,000 objects, and you might think, okay, like 1,500 of them are probably like trees and bushes. But no, they've actually got a brush tool, so there's 2,000 objects like buildings and crashed fighter jets and temples and all sorts of cool stuff. And they also released like in the FarCry3 universe, the island actually got invaded by the Japanese in the Second World War. So there's a lot of sort of abandoned bunkers and cannons and crashed fighter planes. And I can just imagine like people recreating Call of Duty World at War maps in that game. And I myself, I already know that I'm gonna recreate maps from San Andreas. Because, I mean, that's one of my favorite games. I mean, if I can play FarCry3 on there, that would be amazing. But yeah, this game just keeps on amazing me, seriously. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. One other thing I'd like to talk about is the new Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, I was stupid enough to buy it. Seriously, it's just same old, same old. They've tweaked a few stuff, but I've seen games that have DLC that has more content than this. I mean, it really isn't worth $60. Yeah, single player is decent. You've got the new sort of tactical thing in there, in which you can control teammates and one of those crawler things. But if you want to do that, I advise Ghost Recon, because they do that so much better. Yeah, single player story was kind of nice. You've got a few sort of choices you can make, but they're not really that big. It's not like it's an RPG or something. But yeah, it improved a little bit, but really not much. Multiplayer hit detection is freaking terrible. Seriously, on Modern Warfare I can freaking well, not own. I can do pretty damn good with FAMAS with Red Dot, and I tried it on that game. Also triple burst weapon, but I just freaking sucked with it. Seriously, I couldn't hit shit. So maybe I'm just a noob, but when I get right back into Modern Warfare 2, I start going like this again, and so I don't think it's me. So yeah. Also, they've improved a little bit by getting score streaks instead of kill streaks, so people can get those by playing objective, which is a really good move, I think. But when you've got one good move or two good moves against like 50 bad ones, I'd rather stick to Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I hear a lot of guys actually liking the game, but yeah, I really don't. Well, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and favorite, and subscribe if you already haven't. Yeah, Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.